taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
You cannot, and now you can. Hello, welcome back to another live stream. It's me, it's DG. I'm sorry, I was in a bit of a rush right now. I was a bit late, but yeah, it's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's all gonna kick off here. I know that. So the thing is, right now, I need to switch screens. I need to show you guys the timing screen. I need to set that up. And I'm just looking out for lighting because it's a bit. I'm using the webcam in a very different spot right now. It's on my iPad apparently. If you guys follow me on Instagram, make sure to check it out because then you'll understand. But yeah, let's just go to the fucking main screen in it. Hola. So we are here. Here are we. Where is my... there are lots of screen on my screen right now, but where is my dear... Where is Crow? Ah, here we go. I'm listening right now to David Coulthard, which in my opinion, it's completely my fault. I'm sorry about that. Now you're gonna hear an echo. Are you guys hearing the echo? Yes, you are. So wait, let me just turn off my voice mod. You guys are not going to see that. Then yes, yeah, we are. We do want to watch live. Stream can go to hell. Voice mod as well can, flip itself off. And yeah, there we go. The formation lap is underway. Can I see chats? I cannot see the chat right now, unfortunately, but here we are. Here we are, lads. Here we go. Here we are. If someone starts chatting, maybe I'll be able to see, but hopefully I'm live. There was one error. Unmute. Oh, lads, Streamlabs microphone also tells you that you should unmute. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Streamlabs. Absolutely love the fact. But look, it's either going to be a very boring race like 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 2021 was a boring race, It's not a harsh opinion. Nicholas Latifi made it interesting in an extremely bad way. Haunts me forever. And now we put music basically on my story. This is the end. Alright, lads. Verstappen has made his way onto the grid, and DJ's Odyssey is putting up a story. I can see both the McLarens are in place there because Lando Norris pulls up alongside Verstappen, not alongside Verstappen properly, but he is there. Share. Now, the cars are making their way. If you guys want to listen to the commentary, you guys can.
Verstappen must make the podium to have any chance. Piastri must be in the top two. If Norris is on the podium, he is champion of the world. Final cars making their way into position. 24th and final round of the season. The air temperature is 31 degrees. The track temperature is 31 degrees, the air temperature is 26. Everyone standing in the grandstand in front of us.
All right, all the cars are lined up on the grid here. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 5 lights are on, it's lights out, and away we go. Verstappen aggressively pulls ahead of Lando Norris. Lando Norris is on the outside, and it's a clean turn 1 right now. And yeah, so far so good. The Ferrari is up into P4. George Russell is fighting with the Aston Martin, but the 3 championship protagonists are underway cleanly. No contact whatsoever, no position changes. There goes Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc, he thought for a move on Oscar Piastri. It has to be Charles Leclerc's race, isn't it? You know, he can decide the championship. There goes Max Verstappen weaving down the straight. It gives me PTSD, man. It gives me PTSD. Oscar Piastri on Lando Norris, maybe? No, not again. Did Verstappen go deep? No, he did not go deep there. But it's still on. There goes Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc squabbling as they come out of the chicane there. Very, very interesting. There goes Oscar Piastri on Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri around the outside. Oscar Piastri is up into P2. Yes, he is. Oscar Piastri has moved past Lando Norris on lap 1. Oscar Piastri. Oh, Charles Leclerc, come on, Charles. Make this interesting. Make it interesting, for goodness sake. You guys can see the position updates there. Do we have anything on the radios? Listen to the commentary, lads. Listen to the commentary.
Move for Piastri, and now it is game on. Piastri senses if he gets ahead of
We'll listen to Crofty.
Second place, Max Verstappen leads. Lando Norris third. That is good enough if he finishes there. And to win the World Championship, there's a long, long way to go. Leclerc.
These 58 laps are going to be interesting. Hamilton is already up 2 places. P14. Verstappen is clear, man. I don't think you guys, any of the McLarens will win the race. Championship, we don't know, but Verstappen will just fall short 2 points if it stays like this. Charles Leclerc has the DRS on Lando Norris, but so does Fernando Alonso. Fernando, if you want to make it interesting, hang back, sir. So hang back. George Russell pushed. The gap between the Ferrari and the McLaren is 5 tenths. Can it be Ferrari? Can it be Ferrari? Can it be? Can Ferrari ruin McLaren's championship hopes? I know McLaren pipped Ferrari by like what? A position last year for the constructors title. Charles Leclerc and Sainz, you know, it all made us think that maybe Ferrari this year they might challenge for at least the constructors, but they are challenging for the constructors, to be fair, for P10. But yeah, Charles Leclerc very much so in touching distance of Lando Norris, and crucially this time I think Lando Norris will be out of Oscar Piastri's DRS help. All Charles Leclerc needs to do is hang on. He needs to hang on for a few more corners till the DRS detection zone, and maybe he's got this. But I'm seeing the gap right now. It's just a tenth between them as they go through the DRS detection zone. Maybe does he have the DRS? Is the DRS open? It is. It is. Is it? Oh, it was. He did have the DRS. So what's happened is the live timing screen is actually ahead. Check the brake pedal. Something happens. Something's happened to George Russell's brake pedal here. Do we have anything? Anything from the radios? Gap ahead. Temperature looks normal. Gap up. This is going to be insane if Leclerc pulls off. Hamilton Albon incident, leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Hamilton's up in P13. Do we care about that, brothers? Do we care about that? We so do not. Alright, so they're making their way. Is this turn one? Yeah, it is turn one right now. The broadcast is behind actually, so I'll focus on Leclerc's on board here. So Leclerc, as they go through the DRS detection line, is just 7 tenths down. Was that McLaren a bit wide there? I don't know, but Leclerc will get DRS down the back straight here, and I'm on board Charles Leclerc as we speak. And yeah, I don't think it's close enough to make a move. Perhaps going into the loop, which was famously, it wasn't a loop, was it? They changed it for 2021. But yeah, another helping of the DRS. Here goes George Russell on Fernando Alonso, and he is ahead. Yeah. So the gap is down to 4 tenths. I need to remember the corner numbers. I mean, I used to, but yeah, that was on the F1 game when I used to play the F1 game. Not anymore. The gap is 2 tenths. I think if somehow Charles' tires, if they manage to hold up, I think we're golden. We got this. I hope you guys can hear me, right? Yeah. Thank you. What is it? Nothing is it? Listen to the commentary, lads.
They look good. Those soft tyres working well for Lewis Hamilton currently. His teammate Charles Leclerc is up in fourth and is putting all sorts of pressure.
In the third sector, right? Charles Leclerc is like Norris.
And then we're happy with this as long as you're comfortable. This will be plan A, target lap, plan A, target lap.
Yeah, and that's unless the Ferrari gets past him. If he's got a bit more pace, he ought to just get himself a bit of breathing space there, because Leclerc cares nothing.
Leclerc is closing in the two sectors. Now he does not have DRS here, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, I think Lando Norris will break DRS in a lapse time. What's happening is he's getting close enough in sector 3, but he's falling off in the first sector itself, the high speed corners. So it was a phenomenal first lap, by the way. Just listen to the commentary.
Got a stormer of a start, wasn't it, in the Aston Martin, up the inside of Leclerc's Ferrari as well. And at this point, it all looks perfect for McLaren. And when they get round to turn 9, Piastri will put a move, what's the planned move, will put a move on Lando Norris. And look at that, Leclerc also having a look into turn 5 as well. But
yeah, I think it's cooled off for now.
With Max Verstappen just moves straight away over to the left-hand side.
It wasn't Max's finest ever Formula 1 start, that, and so he had to make it a very wide Red Bull.
It was good enough, though.
It just bogged down a little. It was fine, but it just bogged a little.
Talking of getting bogged down, here's George Russell.
Too much wheel spin. That so often happens when you know you haven't got the initial launch. You get a bit trigger happy on the throttle and you double your troubles.
So George Russell started fourth, currently running fifth, was running down in sixth place as still Max Verstappen extending his lead out in front over Oscar Piastri. As we see Piastri's move now on Lando Norris in towards turn 9. He was picking up a great slipstream. I don't know if it...
Do we think something will happen? I have no clue, man. I have no clue. Oscar Piastri, by the way, balls. Crystal balls, putting a move like that round the outside on lap 1 against the man who's leading the championship and your teammate. I mean, let's be realistic, like Oscar Piastri is out. I think the only man who can give us entertainment here is none other than Lord Percival. So please, Verstappen radio.
This is good for now, Max.
we may wish to be going longer, so just keep on top.
And that might be a cue for Max.
It's done. The race is done, lads. Verstappen is going to win the race. Now what matters is 2, 3, 4. And of course, safety cars. I mean, please let us not get any controversies right now. But what's the gap right now between Leclerc and Norris? If you ask, it's 6.5 tenths. And he's going towards turn 9 right now. The gap is 6.0. So 6 tenths. Is he gaining coming out of the corner here? He is slightly. Quarter of a tenth. Sorry, the gap is just 4.5 right now. When I say 4.5, I mean tenths, obviously. So, I don't know what's happening. Look, the gap's just gone back up again as they get towards the end of the lap. And as they start the lap, the gap is 7.5 tenths. Let's listen to the commentator's analysis.
Leclerc is a major threat there for his top 3 position that he needs to win this World Championship. But he's thinking the long game. Lando flustered. He's not going and defending fresh air and spending too long defending.
Okay, so I've just read the radio. Can I get Lando's radio here somehow?
And Lando, we're happy with this as long as you're comfortable. This will be plan A target.
Not that. I need Lando's radio. So I've just seen them telling Lando Norris that they've asked Oscar to pick up the pace. What the hell? Oscar can drive his own race. If he wants to back Lando Norris up, he is allowed to do so, mate. Please, Piastri radio.
See if we can start putting Verstappen under pressure.
And I tell you what, Norris needs some good traction.
He cannot. You cannot put Verstappen under pressure. The gap is 4 tenths again going into turn 9. But as I can see, there's no move as of yet. It's a purple middle sector for Charles Leclerc this lap. But yeah, we all know what happened 2016. Lewis Hamilton tried to back Nico Rosberg all the race long. So yeah, whatever you need to do to win the championship, you are allowed to do that, mate. You are allowed to do that. But will Piastri play the team game towards the end? I don't think he should. I mean, realistically he should, but I don't think he will. Look at that. Charles Leclerc is barely in the touching distance of that DRS, and that is concerning because he is eating his tires right now, isn't he? Behind that McLaren. I mean, just a second behind. And we all know how shit that Ferrari is. Lewis Hamilton is in for his stop right now. Surprisingly, a 2.4 second stop for Sir Lewis Hamilton here. I mean, yeah, it's a miracle that the Ferrari crew is working together. You know, a sub 3 second stop, and it should be a world record. But yeah. George Russell, I can sense the British bias from him, but at least Verstappen has started graining on the right front tire. Is the information being fed to the down under man, the Oscar Piastri? But I don't think he's gaining, is he? What's the last lap looks like? Yeah, a couple of tenths. A tenth, really. Not even a couple of tenths. A tenth on Verstappen. But as they cross the line, Leclerc and Norris, the gap is 9.5 tenths. So yeah, almost a second down. And what do we make of that? Does Charles Leclerc have something here? Does Ferrari have something up their sleeves with strategy? Lando Norris needs a position to lose. And I think would Mercedes have performed better, but I don't think Russell would have put Lando Norris under any pressure. As much as I love the Brits, I know there's a British bias. But it looks like Hamilton is down into 18th place. Nico Rosberg with the fastest lap of the race, apparently. But yeah. next year we'll have another team on the grid, right? 22 cars on the grid. Look at that, going through the hotel section right now under the bridge. The gap is 6 tenths. As I said, third sector is closing in and first sector is just miles off. Can we compare sector times here? Like, look at that. Norris is doing 17.8 and he's losing like a tenth. Whereas in sector 2, Leclerc is the quickest and Norris and the top 3 are the slowest in the middle sector. Wow. And sector 3 is losing time as well. Is it the DRS, right? It has to be the DRS help. But yeah, still on the back straight, the gap is 1.1. I can see it on his onboard. We think Verstappen's graining has started. Your tires look better than they're telling Lando Norris this, by the way, that your tires look better. Let's listen to the radio.
Let's see if we can start putting Verstappen under pressure.
You can't. Verstappen's radio.
This is good for now, Max. We may wish to be going longer, so just keep on top.
All right. I think, yeah, it's always the hindsight, isn't it? Because if it stays like this, Verstappen will be losing the championship by 2 points. And he lost those points in Spain. Someone's here, Harsh Gupta. Yo, DT. Oh, sorry, मैंने chat late देखा. Hi, hello, hi. But yeah, man, it's Verstappen's got this race in the bag. I'll say this again. And as far as it looks, if Lando Norris isn't pushing his tires, he's got P3 in the bag as well, at least, if Oscar Piastri does not let him pass. Or look, if Norris will become world champion by just 2 points, at what point does the strategy come into play? You know, what they did to Sergio in 2021, underfuel his car, make him go long. What tires did Tsunoda start on? He did start on hards, so Tsunoda is going longer than the top 3. And when Lando Norris comes out of the pits, you back him into Leclerc, and boom, P4, Max Verstappen will be the world champion. Yeah. But look, I trust Hannah Smith and Max Verstappen and GP. Those are the 3 people I trust in that Red Bull lineup, not Laurent Mekies. No. If it was Christian Horner, I think I'd say there was a chance that Christian Horner would do something crazy, but I just don't know these new guys. And by new guys, I mean they're older. They have more than double the years in the sport than I've been alive for. So, but yeah, it's not like I've seen them in charge, right? It's still a new role for many of them. Jonathan Wheatley's not there. Adrian Newey's not there. Christian Horner's not there. Jeez. But crossing the line, the gap is 1.3, so he'll not have DRS. So Norris has broken free of the DRS threat from Leclerc, or is Leclerc starting to drop back to protect his tires? Now, as I said, the strategy of strategy Yuki Tsunoda backing up Lando Norris. Piastri is on hards. What do we think of that? Piastri going long towards the end of the race, he'll have better tires. Will he be able to push? I mean, and also the chance of a safety car here in Abu Dhabi, I'd say there is a fair chance, don't get me wrong, but the runoff area is so much that even if you have a problem, you can just park to the side and it'll just be a virtual safety car at best. I really need... I think I should keep my phone or something here. Or, wait, I am a fucking idiot. Sorry about that. Yeah, there you go. Now I can see the chat clearly. I don't have to keep doing like this. But yeah, I was saying before I read Harsh's chat. Harsh, welcome to the stream. But Verstappen will be kicking himself. I mean, he will not because he has the 4 world titles and he couldn't care less if he loses this one. But this could have been one had Spain was avoided. Am I just screaming, lads? You have to tell me if I'm just screaming. Hi. So I think this is appropriate for now. The gap is 1.6, lads. I'm not sure. Listen to the commentary. In the meantime, I'll just get my charger.
Will come because some of the DRS train is breaking up a little bit, but you're absolutely right, Martin. 16.3 seconds behind his teammate and leader at the moment, Max Verstappen.
Now, Piastri just done a 29.2, just taken 4/10 out of the lead of Max Verstappen. And we got a 5-second time penalty for Liam Lawson for driving erratically.
We saw that in the chicane at turn 6 and 7 when we were on board. I think with Lewis Hamilton, he was just a little bit behind them at the time before he pitted, and they certainly came together very closely, but we didn't quite see what triggered it.
I might
Going
die.
around corners at 200
Battling,
miles an hour is
crippling
quite erratic
coffee.
anyway, isn't it, basically? But anyway, he was extra erratic because it's a 5-second penalty. He'll serve at the pit stop. They're not allowed to touch the car.
5-second penalty for Mr. Liam Lawson. Kanun ka bachcha gets 5-second ka time penalty, which is fine. No, nothing interesting is happening right now, other than the fact that the Haas are overtaking Kick Sauber in the constructors' title. But let's see the gaps between the top 3. So Piastri is in that range, 1.8 to 2. Norris is far behind Oscar Piastri, and Leclerc is dropping off as well. This corner, man, this turn fucking 14. George Russell is coming in for a stop.
Promise you, I didn't know that was going to happen, but the mechanics are out. They're ready for a pit stop. Also comes in with the Racing Bulls. Oh, a bit gingerly away for George. I think he had to wait for the Racing Bulls there, but otherwise he's pulling the undercut on Charles Leclerc. Let's see if Ferrari react. If they bring him in next lap, they've got half a chance. A second and a half.
Piastri with the fastest first sector. What?
But otherwise, George needs a massive outlap now to undercut Leclerc.
Yeah, I tell you what he was also doing, and Hadjar was also trying the same thing, and Behrman. They were covering Lewis Hamilton because Hamilton stopped a few laps ago, and he has got ahead of Isaac Hadjar, and George Russell has come out.
Okay, so if George Russell undercuts Leclerc here, it's over. It's over for Max Verstappen's title hopes, because George Russell is not going to attack Lando Norris. No way he is. My phone's kicking off. All the groups are data sheet, A sheet, O sheet, and post credit. So sorry, I just need to take a look. Yeah, hi, we're back. What's happening in the race? And nothing's changed except for Piastri. Piastri is consistently faster by a bit than Verstappen. Like, he took out a couple tenths on the last lap. Piastri wins this, but I don't think Lando Norris radio.
And keep building this gap on Leclerc. It gives us choices.
It's a gap that's gone up to 2.2 seconds.
They need more than that. If they want to have the luxury of pitting a lap after Leclerc, they want maybe even 2 laps after Leclerc. They need 4 to 5 seconds. What do you think, Bernie?
Yeah, I totally agree, Martin. I was just looking at that because I think Leclerc is at risk of an undercut on Norris.
Leclerc is in the box. Leclerc has pitted for new hards.
Right, they're waiting at McLaren for that. Lando Norris could see the crew out in the
Lando Norris is in as well.
Lando Norris is coming in to
All
make
the
his first and possibly only stop
Lando
of this
and these
race,
guys are
Charles
in.
Leclerc is also coming in, and Fernando Alonso will also pit too, and that won't affect Norris's exit as McLaren do a super job in servicing 4 tyres and getting him back out again.
2.5 and 2.1.
2.1 seconds for McLaren.
Now Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc, for that matter, will hear the traffic on the pit straight. That's the most awful feeling in the world when you're on the pit limit. You can hear all your rivals. So he will come out.
Now, yeah, I'll continue what Martin's saying. He's come out behind Kimi Talibani. Come on, Kimi. Kimi, I believe in you. Take him out. Just take him out. Piastri.
Do you think we can do plan A? Thoughts on plan A? I think it's doable for now.
He's just given up. I think doable for now. But Lando Norris has DRS on Kimi Talibani. Kimi Tab... I don't know his terror nickname, but hold him up. Kimi himself is in a DRS train, led by Yuki Tsunoda. Is it? No, it's led by Ocon. No, it is not. It is led by Liam Lawson. But as I said, Tsunoda is going long on those hards. Tsunoda become the Minister of Defense in Japan. Yeah, of course. If if Lando Norris finishes P9, of course, he's going to win the championship. But Russell is right on that rear wing of the Ferrari here. Why can't I just see the chat? Before my computer killed itself, yeah. I'll just do this. Thank you. So, Oscar Piastri is in traffic as well. No, it's Lando Norris. Kimi Antonelli has got DRS as Martin Brundle. So Kimi Antonelli is looking for a move on Lando Norris. He is not. Lando Norris's traffic hold-up is there. He is being hold up, but with DRS against the Williams, I don't think it'll be a match for Carlos Sainz there. And Lando Norris has passed those 2 cars, which Charles Leclerc had to go through as well, man. But we have Agent Tsunoda right there up in P4 in the DRS of Mr. Ocon, who's running P3 momentarily, of course. Yeah, it's gonna hurt in it as Norris finishes P3 and wins the championship by 2 points, and we know where Max lost those 2 points. But yeah, and I think in hindsight, obviously, but I don't think Spain matters that much, anyways, cause Verstappen wouldn't be in this title fight had it not been for McLaren. They got disqualified, which actually brought him back. But to get the gap down from what 104, 108 points, that is phenomenal from Max Verstappen. But Red Bull, McLaren kind of played a part in that as well. Moved under braking, Leclerc and Russell incident. Oh, Lando Norris for a double move there. And Lando Norris is past those 2 cars. But why do I see Lawson up in 5th place? Yeah, on the timing screen, he was not. With Verstappen is getting nervous about his Oscar. Let's push up to him, says the engineer of Oscar Piastri. Liam Lawson tries to go around the outside of McLaren to try and help here. His sister team's lead driver, Max Verstappen, and the reigning world champion. But I fear that number 1 on his car is going to go away in a matter of a couple of hours. The gap between Norris and Leclerc is now just 6 and 1, just 2.5 seconds, 2.6. But yeah, he's eked it away as Leclerc's busy fighting the Mercedes. It's a replay. What's happening here is, oh, the 3 wide moment right in front of him. He'll be disappointed for sure that he's lost contact with Lando Norris. Lando Norris has gone radio silent there from this battle against the Ferrari, as the Ferrari goes down the inside of Liam Lawson and is up into 5th place. The gap between them is 1.6, so not as big as I thought it was. Anything can happen for now. We are almost halfway through this race, and so far absolutely nothing has happened. Turn 6 involving Lawson and Stroll noted. No one cares. Battle for 3rd. Battle in 4 laps, says the AWS analytics thingy, between Yuki Tsunoda and Lando Norris. So 4 laps. I'm damn sure that Tsunoda's tires can hold those 4 laps. But how long can he hold Norris up? Will it be enough to back Norris into a blisteringly fast Leclerc, apparently? Because that tractor is almost matching Lando Norris's lap times. So, yeah, that is like blisteringly fast. I mean, he's the fastest driver on the grid at this point. If you are putting the Ferrari next to the McLaren. If I had said this in the 60s or the 70s, you know, or the 2000s, maybe people would have been at my throat. But yeah, Tsunoda radio.
Okay, we expect Norris to be near DRS within 1 lap. All you can when he catches.
Just like I said there, if you can just help us out, Yuki.
Just the 2021 strat. I hope they have underfueled his car, because his points in the Constructors or the Drivers' Championship are irrelevant. Underfuel his car, make it faster, make it prepared enough to fight Lando Norris, and you have a hope. You don't have a solution, or you just hope that the Charles Leclerc's Ferrari works fine and it gives him enough time and confidence to make a move up into 4th place. I think it will be the loudest cheer. If I know what to do, so leave to me.
Exactly what's been happening,
says Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah, Tsunoda, sir, you got this. Japanese Minister of Defense. I believe in you, sir. I believe in you. Man, I miss Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez could defend, you know. I mean, against Lewis in 21, Istanbul or Abu Dhabi. It's just incredible. Incredibile. The gap between Norris and Tsunoda is 1.5 the gap, and lap times between Leclerc and Norris, you know, it's just gained a 10th on Lando Norris on the previous lap, and they are constantly putting in their best last lap times. So yeah, it's all on Yuki Tsunoda at this point. At this juncture, it's all Yuki Tsunoda, isn't it? Verstappen is checked out, 2.5 the gap between the top 2. Verstappen knows. See, that's, as Ravi Shastri said this in Hindi, ki championship ऐसे बाहर जाओ दुकान पे नहीं मिलता है, championship नहीं, experience. Verstappen has that experience of leading a race, controlling a race, and manipulating a race. He knows what gap he needs, he knows what lap times he needs to do, and he knows what he has to do. And that's the advantage of Leclerc, is only 1.4 seconds behind Norris. The information is being fed. Lando Norris, welcome to the DRS zone of Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda, all over to you right now. Got this, mate. You got this. I believe in you. Lando Norris, the first braking zone is down into turn 5. The first overtaking zone. Not close enough yet. He'll have DRS. The gap between Norris and Leclerc is 1.4. Lando Norris with DRS is right on the gearbox, and Yuki Tsunoda pushes Lando Norris off the track. Lando Norris, it was all four wheels off. He has to give back the place. He has to give back the place, man. He has to give back the place.
Championship charge.
We're going to have to look at that because was he all four wheels?
He was, Martin. He was.
Stopped the track,
Yeah.
but he overtook
Off the track. Yeah,
Just
give
work
hand
that out.
the place back, please.
Sure, I had to do it, otherwise I was going in the back of it.
I would think.
Come on, if this was Christian Horner. Box. Verstappen is coming in. Verstappen is in the pit lane, ladies and gents. And he is out of the pit lane on the onboard on my screen as well. He comes in for all four wheels go on. A decent 2.6, 2.3 the stop is. But new race leader Oscar Piastri. Is Verstappen in the traffic? No. Verstappen is not in the traffic. Matter of fact, he's just ahead of Lando Norris on the track, if I'm not wrong. Yes, he is.
What have you got for us, Oscar? Try and build a gap, please, say McLaren. 23 laps led by Max Verstappen tonight. It means he's led more laps than any other driver this season. And
But yeah, let's just look at the onboard. It's weaving too much on the straight. It was not a late move.
Did he keep a bit of tyre on the white line?
I feel like the front right.
You're only allowed to move once. That's absolutely clear in the race. You cannot weave like that. That is absolutely against the regulations.
He's off.
Lando Norris was off the track.
He was off. He's off.
Say, well, of course he was, because he was literally. We had a guy weaving all over. You absolutely cannot do what Tsunoda just did.
which might be
noted.
the defense to blame here, whether the steward.
Come on. Why are McLaren risking it? Just let Yuki Tsunoda back pass. But it's far too late right now. 5-second penalty for Lando Norris would do wonders. It would do wonders. Overtaking off the track and leaving the track and gaining the advantage. And here's difference. What Yuki did there was a bit erratic. There was no need. I mean, there was need. There was absolutely all the need. But yeah, it was just too erratic. What he did, weaving all over the straight. PTSD strikes again. God damn it. Oscar Piastri leads the race. He's yet to pit. Gap between him and Verstappen is 8.8. Safety car here, and Piastri leads the race. Now that throws a spanner in the works. Virtual safety car even. Is anyone fighting? Is anyone close enough to fight each other? No one is fighting. Maybe the Saubers and the Aston Martin. This pack right here. If you see it. If you see this on your screen, but yeah, gap between Leclerc and Norris 2.5. Maybe Yuki has just, it was noted, but no further investigation. Oh, it was for, oh, sorry, it was just noted, forcing another track involving Lando Norris and Tsunoda, leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Now, if you have mechanical issues, you leave the track lap is deleted and you serve a warning. So despite there being no fault of the driver or no advantage gained, you get penalized. So I know what Yuki Tsunoda did. It was erratic, but you absolutely cannot overtake another person off the track. Come on, stewards. And lads, the stewards who are in charge of this decision, 4 out of 5 of them are the same stewards. Those were there in Abu Dhabi 2021. Verstappen. No fucking way. Norris Tsunoda incident. Turn 5 under investigation. It is under investigation. We know. As soon as it pops up, this is going to be insane. This is going to be insane. Track time deleted for Hulkenberg, Haja and Cola Pinto. What's happened there? All at individual turns. The gap between Leclerc and Norris is down to 2 seconds. Leclerc's put in the fastest lap of the race. Kudos to him. Kudos to him. And with a potential 5-second penalty.
A couple of 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, we get
5-second time penalty for car number 30, driving erratically.
make it right. This time they might do. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah, all right.
If I don't penalize Lando Norris, I'm going to say it, British bias here. Let's listen to the radio.
Okay, you got some clear air. Let's see how this tyre recovers.
The tyre does not recover, sire. And I rhymed it there.
He still overtook him,
Yeah.
and he got the penalty that night as well,
Yeah.
didn't he?
And of course, and Leclerc's just done the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So right now, Leclerc is coming back at Norris, whose tyres must be full of rubbish. Coming back at him. He's got the faster package at the moment. And if Leclerc passes him, the only tool, if Norris is running fourth and Piastri can't win the World Championship, the only tool they've got left in their toolbox then is for Piastri to give up the victory and fall back to fourth place.
Yeah, which is a scenario we've been discussing at length. Long into the night, all weekend long, and one that Zach Brown, I'm sure, has been discussing, and Zach Brown and Andrea Stella
Does that happen? If Lando Norris is penalized, does Oscar Piastri fall back to P4? Do you throw away a podium and a couple? The pace is mega well done. No shit, like Charles drive, mate. Let Charles drive his own race. But as Oscar Piastri, if I was Oscar Piastri, who had been leading the World Championship for so many races, whose teammate is only ahead, by the way, because of the stupid, fucking, useless, mindless piece of shit papaya rules, do I let my teammate by dropping myself from the podium? Track limits, car number 44. Hamilton, get your head in the game, man. It's P8. What are the stops looking like? Everyone stopped, everyone stopped. So Lewis up into points paying position there.
It's a quick decision to be made now down at McLaren.
Right, Fernando Alonso here on Kimi Antonelli. See the marbles that he's picking up by going offline to get that overtake done. That's him moving up into 9th place.
Yeah, it's horrible. There's another car that was nearly off the racetrack in an overtake, but luckily at high speed they can tend to flick off a little bit, and if your tyres are nice and hot, they don't join quite so much. Look at how fast and how determined.
Hold up. Is Lando Norris undercutting Oscar Piastri? Oscar Piastri, I think the undercut's done, right?
2025, he's picked up 7 podiums.
Look at the gap. It's just 19 seconds. So basically, McLaren are sacrificing Oscar Piastri without letting him know that he's being sacrificed. Fair enough. So this battle, it's essentially for P2. Wow. Throw the spanner in the works. So Lewis Hamilton, Lewis. Oscar Piastri with the first lap of the race. Oscar Piastri, did I just say out? Oscar Piastri, no, I meant Lando Norris with the fastest lap of the race. The gap between Lord Percival is, yeah, the gap's gone back up. It's 2 seconds. I think Norris is pushing right now, and Piastri should be fuming in that cockpit there. Now, hang on a minute. So, now I'm just going to concoct theories here. Oscar Piastri is being undercut by Lando Norris. So Oscar Piastri falls to P3, right? Yeah, he does. But Lando Norris, no, I think the undercut is being done by Leclerc as well. So he essentially falls behind Oscar Piastri. But with Lando Norris's most certain 5-second time penalty, no further advantage necessary. No further investigation. Why? And Tsunoda is being penalized, but you don't. What?
I always think that should be a car in 10 centimetres width to give him a little bit of breathing space. But what are they going to say about Lando Norris?
I'll tell you what they're going to say. Nothing to say. Leaving the track and gaining an advantage.
Oh, that's
No
fucking
further
bullshit, man.
action taken. So the inference there is that Lando had to go out there and had too much momentum to back off a little bit. Wasn't his fault that he overtook all four wheels off the track.
Yeah. I'm calm with that because you can't tolerate driving like that and then penalise the guy that's, you know, been...
He could have avoided the penalty. You should have just let the driver past. If you were certain he's driving erratically, he's going to get penalized, right? Let him by. Overtake him again. Nah, man, this is fucking bullshit, sir. The race could have been so fucking interesting had Norris been penalized with 5 seconds. Norris is up into P2. For fuck's sake, man.
And,
like, I care.
Dangerous and unnecessary maneuver.
What did you think of the radio calls from Red Bull, Zach, giving him details of the gaps behind Lando and you know what you've got to do? How do you feel about that?
Well, this is a team sport, so I'm not surprised that your second car is going to help out, but I think there's got to be a limit, but they're not driving the car, so you got to put that one on Yuki for, in my opinion, going over the line.
Fine. Yeah, I agree. Black and white for Hamilton and Antonelli.
Maybe going to be under pressure from Charles Leclerc. Can you go to the end of the race on a one-stop, or are you looking at a two-stop race here?
I think all options are on the table at the moment.
Diplomatic, Zach. I love it. Thanks ever so much. Black and white flag shown to Kimi Antonelli
and Lewis Hamilton. Yeah. Black and white for Hülkenberg as well. Turn 9 incident reviewed. No further investigation needed for moving under braking. But this is horror from a FIA, man. Look, you ruin someone's championship just for the sake of entertainment. But just for the sake of entertainment, you would not ruin someone's race. That's not fair. You manipulate the rules in 2021 to make the last deciding lap like a fucking Netflix documentary. But here you had a fair chance of dishing out a fair penalty. To be fair, not dishing out a penalty is also fair, but you had a fair chance for everything. They're just ruining the sport, man. They're ruining the sport. Yeah. Sonoda radio.
Yuki, we have been given a 5-second penalty for moving twice on a defense of Norris.
Penalty? A penalty ball.
We've got a penalty for moving twice in defense of Norris.
Was that twice or was that actually 4 times?
Doing his best impression of a slalom skier.
This was such a good radio. Penalty? What penalty, bro?
To be honest,
it was a fun one.
I'm disappointed with that.
Hamilton hitting for a second time in this race. So the strategy to go soft and then hard isn't happening to the end of this race. So the graining severe enough that Lewis had to pit again, and that might then signal a few others in that midfield pack coming into pit once more.
This is going to be a two-stopper. But yeah, no shocker that Martin Brundle is disappointed with Yuki Tsunoda's aggressive defense. Oh, come on, man, this was such... Okay, I'm not going to whine about a missed penalty here, but is Oscar Piastri not pitting or something? Is he waiting for the safety car? Are we gonna see some bloke just smash it into the wall for Oscar Piastri? Out of respect, nothing pre-planned, just out of pure respect. Let me just bin it. I'm tired of racing in the last place. Liam Lawson, you can do it. Liam Lawson can do it. I might just help out my team here. Verstappen with the fastest lap of the race. So Verstappen's winning the race. Lando Norris will be your world champ. Someone's in the box. Yuki Tsunoda is in the box. And someone else is in the box. Kimi Antonelli. 5-second time penalty being served, and the gap is 7.9, so a 2.5 second, I'd say. He was stationary there just for the tire change, but so 65. Let me just see where they are on the track. So there is Lando Norris, and Tsunoda is quite far behind, so I don't think Tsunoda will be lapped by Lando Norris in order to... They can put him once more, actually, just like Mercedes tried to do in Mexico 2021 with Valtteri. Just pit him again for softs, you know, and put him in Lando Norris's race. Hannah Schmitz, my queen. Sometimes we have to take some decisions that we're not very proud of, but are absolutely necessary. But what the fuck is Piastri doing? Man, Piastri, just fuck off, would you? The gap is 15. Oscar Piastri is being undercut by fucking Leclerc here. What's the game plan here, McLaren's?
Driving so quickly, if there's a safety car now, he'll still beat Piastri out of the pits, and that is crucial. So yeah, up until that point, Piastri, had there been a safety car, had an 11-second gap on Max Verstappen, and so would have beaten him. Yeah. Another Williams in the pits now.
Basically, we need our fastest to the end, Max. We don't want to give away too much race time to Piastri, who will undoubtedly be relatively quick on his medium.
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? How quick will he be? But yeah, I can just see down the pit lane, a little bit of movement now at McLaren, so I don't think it's going to be long before we have a Piastri stop.
Keep talking about safety cars. We haven't had one here tonight. We haven't had a yellow flag yet either. Bit like Suzuka earlier in the season, where Max Verstappen won from pole position. No DNFs, no yellow flags, no safety cars. All 20 drivers still running, and the final race with 20 cars in it for some time. Cadillac join the grid next year. We'll have 22 on the grids. 8 laps to come, Martin.
Like I said, Audi.
Put those tyres on. Can they get on to the end of the Grand Prix? Well, they have to stop again towards the end. That would, be, of course, bring Piastri right it back into the lead of the Grand Prix. But Norris has been told, do less tyre saving in turn 3, half your tyre saving in turn 3. In other words, go faster.
Does that indicate that he will be coming in again, I wonder, and certainly with his teammate having to pit?
And Lando doing a great job compared to Leclerc. He might pit soon and go on a 2, in which case we cover him the next lap.
Yeah, so Piastri has to come in. Leclerc might have to, because he has dropped back a little bit in recent laps.
Yeah, because Norris is 4.4 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Now, if you gain a couple of seconds with some fresh tyres and a great outlap...
Sorry, I was just trying to think, what can help us put Lando Norris in P4? The answer is Leclerc, because I don't think Piastri will let Lando by. But I don't think he'll make Lando's race difficult either. So, realistically, we just have Charles Leclerc. JG, what's up, JG? Kaise ho aap? What's up?
Set of tyres.
So, McLaren have still got 2 tools out there to use. One is a 3rd place for Norris, and the other is Oscar Piastri. If he can't...
क्या लग रहा? अभी तो I think Verstappen race जीतेगा. I think that's written. But championship will go to Lando Norris, because I don't see any potential threat from anywhere around him. Because मजा आ नहीं रहा. Yeah, मजा, brother, it's Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi में कभी मजा नहीं आता. 2021 was boring as well. वो तो equal points पे थे. यहाँ पे भी फिर भी ये वो equal points पे थे. फिर भी बोर हो रहा था. Nicholas Latifi made it interesting. Replay. Lewis Hamilton.
Third for Yuki Tsunoda. We've just had that confirmed. Lewis Hamilton now on Franco Colapinto. Hamilton having pitted twice in this race, back on the mediums, or on the mediums for the first time, I should say, getting that move done.
Yeah, I got a lot of grip.
Yes, they were just showing the overtake. But yeah, look, if McLaren fumble, in the second stop if it's coming. That, a safety car, or I don't know, maybe you could try something up with Yuki Tsunoda, but I think that is risky. I think that is desperate. Radio.
What's this tie now?
Yeah, it's starting to get a bit worse now.
Okay.
I'm not surprised as Hamilton.
Is Piastri being not told what's the time behind? Because, brother, at this stage, he'll come out ahead of George Russell.
So it means his heart rate's where it needs to be, means his mind's where it needs to be. He's going to have some exciting final few laps, but he will now obviously see that little yellow snout of the Red Bull in his mirrors, and he's got to do a pit stop.
So Williams' brilliant season, 5th is theirs in the Constructors' Championship. Alex Albon struggled a bit in the last 7 Grand Prix. He scored in the Austin Sprint, but hasn't scored in any of the last 7 and probably 8 Grand Prix after tonight. His teammate
Yes, you can overcome Norris after pit. No, because look, the gap between them is 11 seconds, and I think the time loss is 22 seconds, if I'm not wrong, here in Abu Dhabi. So Oscar Piastri will come out behind Leclerc on mediums. I'll give him that. He'll be faster, but he'll get past Leclerc, I'd say. But by the time he gets to Norris, he'll be out of laps, and then for them to squabble, I think they'll not go hard on each other. Maybe just fair racing, and yeah, by then, by then the race is over. It's just 20 laps to go now. Yeah.
Clearly thinking soon about so Piastri's now only 5 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen.
DG Harsh Gupta, welcome to the live stream. Once again, welcome back to the live stream. Listen, so now I don't know, man. I'm just hoping something happens, and at least why Hamilton is 14. Hamilton is 14th because he started 16th. Then he started on softs, then he went on to hards, but graining caught up to him, so he had to pit from 8th place. Now he's back into P14 on the mediums, which is faster tire. He's taking off drivers one by one, and he'll be back in the top 10 hopefully. Next up, Cub milna hai. Next we'll meet when? Next we'll meet soon. After the exams. Tomorrow I have a fucking exam. But yeah, it's Abu Dhabi. We are here, we are Gucci. No one cares about exams. I'm just wondering why screw up Oscar Piastri's race. Like, if it's just too many laps right now, isn't it?
He'll only have to pit should Leclerc pit.
At last lap, Lando Norris only a 10th and a half slower than Max Verstappen as well, which is a pretty decent lap for him. And looking at where the cars are on the track, there's no back markers getting in the way. The gap now down to about 3 and a bit seconds.
Okay, as I said, do we have anything interesting on the radio? This could be target +2. What you're doing, is everything okay? Yeah, all good. Piastri seems happy, but I don't know, man. Why do I feel like Piastri is being done over here by the strategy? And when does Yuki Tsunoda come into this? Like, if I look, yeah, race is important than exam. Of course, why put the laughing emoji in front of it? Of course, the race is important more than the exam, because a race actually teaches me stuff. For example, from Ferrari drivers, I learn how not to kill myself, because no matter how bad things get, you can always stay alive. These guys teach me that. Leclerc is in for his second stop. Does that mean George Russell is ahead of Mr. Marc-Hervé Percival Leclerc? Does that mean he is going past him right now? Yep. So Russell is ahead of Leclerc, but Russell is on 25 lap old hard tires, and these are brand spanking new for Leclerc, is it?
She's always right, Crofty. It is a two-stop for Charles Leclerc, but this puts McLaren in a really tricky situation. They were about to pit Oscar Piastri. Surely that decision has to be shelved now. They need to react right now with Lando Norris, and the stop has to be perfect. This is really tricky. They've got to...
So, why? The gap is like a good 7. No, what was the gap when he went into the pits? It was 5 or something, right? I think that gives you enough margin, enough cushion to maybe just push on for 2 more laps. And yeah, Norris is coming in. Come on, McLaren, generational fumble incoming. Come on, let us manifest. Let us manifest. Let us see the powers of manifestation as Norris is in the pits. He's there, and it's a good stop. Fuck off. Fuck off, man. It is a very good stop. And Verstappen is on Piastri's gearbox. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. There goes Max Verstappen down the inside, and he is through. Yes, sir, he is. So Norris was stationary for just 2.4. So mechanics today are, up for their jobs. They're on the mark. Be it Ferrari boys, McLaren lads, everyone. Let's listen to the commentary.
Norris will get out ahead of them. Here comes Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri and makes the pass at turn 6. So Piastri loses the lead of this race. He hasn't stopped yet. He's got a job on his hands, and Lando Norris, they've covered off the Charles Leclerc undercut, and he's on his way to a championship at the moment.
Yeah, and no shenanigans there from Oscar Piastri. A 2.4, lovely stop from McLaren. Ted's down there.
Yeah, and they lost that 0.3 of a second on the right rear. It was a little bit slow going on, but they rejiggled successfully, Martin, and now they've rejiggled again, and Oscar Piastri is coming out. I can see the Pirelli tyres with...
So if I look at the map where Oscar Piastri comes out, he comes out just near Leclerc, hopefully. Does he? Because look, he is under the bridge, under the track right now, Oscar Piastri, and it's come out ahead. Was I wrong in my calculations there?
away, and there are some claps from the McLaren crew. Job done from them for the season. Great job.
And Piastri will be very pleased to get rid of those tyres. He was struggling to get through underneath the hotel there on the way into the pits. What can he do now? Who can he catch? Who can he get past? Who does he need to catch, indeed?
So,
well, they'll come out.
ahead of McLaren, an apology here. I completely fucked up my mathematics, but the gap between Verstappen and Piastri is 24 seconds. He is on mediums. So a safety car here, and it's nothing. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. As there goes Charles Leclerc on George Russell. He's up into P4. Now the gap between Leclerc and Norris is 5.7, but just remember, Leclerc is on 5-lap-old mediums, who's by the way just put in the fastest middle sector if you see it, and Norris is on hards, new hards, but on hards. So I think this will be interesting towards the race. Let's see Piastri radio.
I don't want to be giving up too much time. We want to see whether we can chase down Verstappen here.
Well, why not? Because there might be a win on the cards. You never know. Bernie Collins, down to you.
Yeah, so that was very close with Piastri there, because he lost position to Verstappen during what was his in-lap, because he delayed due to let Lando Norris stop first. That was very close to actually being undercut by Lando Norris, and because of that time loss now, Verstappen actually has a free pit stop, a full free pit loss. So if there's any risk that those 19-lap hard tyres can't make the end of the race, they have an option to stop him, and he's very safe under safety cars. So let's just keep an eye on Verstappen over the next few laps. What will they do? Will they cover?
Right, and here's the jeopardy for Lando Norris. If Max Verstappen wins this race, Lando Norris needs that 3rd place. Charles Leclerc is faster than Lando Norris, who is on the hard tyre. Leclerc is on the medium tyre.
It's second faster, is he?
Norris is down in fourth. Max Verstappen wins the title. And then there might need to be a call from the pit wall. This is Lewis Hamilton behind Nico Hülkenberg. Here's an overtake coming. Under traction, coming out.
Lewis up into the points paying positions, top 10. Hamilton is up into P9 after passing Dhabi. There are 14 laps to go, and Leclerc right now is he was like 9/10 quicker than Norris on that previous lap, especially in the middle. Look at that! Despite the tire difference, despite gaining 9/10, he only gained like 400s in the first sector. What is up with that Ferrari in the high speed?
He's going to need to be 1.5 seconds quicker than you every lap. I'll keep you posted.
And he hasn't said anything since that, so they're planning on leaving Max Verstappen out there. The big question is, can those new tyres for Piastri give him that 1.5 seconds per lap? It's a tall order, I think.
They're not.
Can I just ask a question? Maybe Bernie Collins might need to be the one to answer this. If you're Max Verstappen and you've got a free pit stop to Oscar Piastri, do you come in and then start to back up the pack and close it all together to try and negate that tool in the armoury that McLaren might use by asking their drivers to swap around?
That's the only, right now, that's the only tool that Red Bull have got left, isn't it, now? Because without doubt, McLaren would put Piastri behind Norris. They made that clear earlier on in the week. I don't think Oscar would fight that, because what goes around comes around, and he'll know that he might get that advantage down the road. So we'll see what happens. Leclerc is the problem at the moment for them. So if Norris has got some more pace,
I don't think Leclerc is the problem, mate, because if you look at Leclerc and Norris just put the fastest.
Front, how do I win this race?
So Verstappen is on your pit stop window. He's doing 27.9.
And this is where McLaren need Oscar Piastri's pace as well, because they need to make sure Verstappen hasn't got a free pit stop to Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, so Norris has just done his fastest lap of the race, 26.8. Found some pace, 26.7. Piastri on his fresh time.
Leclerc matching it as well.
8 Verstappen may have just passed Pierre Gasly on that lap, hence the lower time. Yes, interesting. So Piastri a second. I can't imagine in Max Verstappen's crash helmet that message. I would imagine thinking, well, good luck with that, being a second half lap faster than me. But Piastri is straight into the 126s.
Yeah, so as soon as that gap gets down to about 21 seconds between Verstappen and Piastri, Verstappen's locked in to his strategy. And I'm not seeing any movement in the pit lane, and the Red Bull mechanics.
I'm getting sleepy, Abhi, because I know the race's outcome, and I knew this was going to be an anticlimactic finish to the championship. Bro, Leclerc is Norris, I should say. Norris is legit matching Leclerc with the fastest lap of the race. They're just trading fastest laps. This is, I mean, from just a pure, not racing, but it's just from a pure driving perspective here, everyone being told they're free to race, it's just so beautiful. You know, you don't have to save tires, no more lift and coast. You just have to put down the right pedal and just pedal to the metal. Hamilton back up into 8th place. The place where he lost his 8th world title. I should not, should I?
But yeah, the Ferrari extremely low.
So if Verstappen pits now, that will be the gap between Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. He's got fresher tyres. He can keep Piastri out of DRS range, but can he hold up Piastri's pace?
If they were going to do that, they would already have done it, because they know they're at risk with Piastri on a pit stop.
Yeah. No, you don't put Verstappen now.
You know what this place is like. It's such a straightforward race, but somehow it doesn't always end up.
Leclerc 26.7, Norris 26.9, a couple tenths a lap is not going to do it. So the gap is down 3.9, so he's just gained a second in maybe a couple of laps. More than that, a couple of laps, right? So it's just not enough. It's just not enough. Leclerc, time to fly, son. You have to fly. You have to drive the gap. No, man, this is excruciating. Such an anticlimactic finish. I mean, Lando Norris is a deserving world champion, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like that man's attitude. I mean, yeah. Just listen to the commentary. I'm just going to sit quiet here.
Be battling it out for that third place. And if Lando Norris is down in fourth and Max Verstappen wins, that is enough to give Max Verstappen the world title. And expect a bit of a swap, maybe on the last lap, if that's the case.
It's Charles catching it one up.
Fairly equal pace, Max, between them. Last lap was a couple of tenths quicker, but nothing drastic.
Yeah.
Right, gap now is
Not the words Verstappen wants to hear.
So Max has not got that pit stop window, has he?
No, he hasn't. As I said, they had to do that pretty much straight away if they were going to play that game. But it's dawning on Max now, as he's busy driving a Formula 1 car at incredible speed and thinking about the rest of the race. It's dawning on him now that Leclerc is his only chance. Of taking that critical third place.
Sergio Perez, we miss you, Sergio Perez.
There as well.
Last lap, lap 47, Lando Norris was just a little bit quicker than Charles Leclerc. So that gap, 4 seconds.
Why does Abu Dhabi do this to me? Every time I come here, I end up sad. Last time I was in Abu Dhabi, like actually physically there, Seb retired. It was just a year before that, it was 2021. 22-23, basically, we didn't need to come to Abu Dhabi. The championship was wrapped up like half a season ago. And 24, we had a chance. Again, Norris crumbled under pressure and Verstappen performed under pressure. I always say this, you know, fortune favors the brave. And Interlagos favors the greats. Interlagos helped Max clinch his 4th world title, but as it looks so, I don't think it's helping him clinch his 5th.
Nico Rosberg is on duty this evening and has popped into the commentary
Do we
box.
have
All the
anything?
fun and games we kind of expected this evening. McLaren seem at the moment to have
My
this
nephew's
well covered off.
watch
Yeah,
fell down.
absolutely. I mean, it was quite an exciting race all the way through, but Lando has done a fantastic job. He's done exactly everything that he needed to do.
Yeah.
Really brilliant drive so far.
And Charles Leclerc doesn't seem to have that pace and the longevity of that pace. So, Nico, he's breathing way more easily, Lando Norris, than you were in 2016 at this stage. What is going through Lando Norris's mind?
Yeah, but he had the stress at the beginning of the race.
Yeah.
That was extremely stressful and very uncomfortable. And now,
It's
yes, he's in a
done.
much better place, and so it's looking very, very good.
It is so over.
Isn't it, when you start hearing funny noises and you think the car, you pick up a little vibration, you think, oh, is the car okay? You start, I don't know, your senses seem to come into your own car.
Yeah, absolutely, because not too long ago that his car broke down.
I mean, I'm dejected right now to the fact it's over. You know, we are on lap 50, but it just takes me back to Abu Dhabi 21. Lap 50 fucking 4. I was so sure. I was like 8th world title. They say I'm gonna be witnessing. Is that correct, Rama? I'm gonna be witnessing. Correct. I'm gonna be witnessing an iconic moment, 8th world title, and boom, the camera cuts to the fucking Williams parked horizontally on the road. The trauma.
good a race as he can tonight on a counter strategy, and it might just fall a little bit short.
Well, quite a lot short. I was expecting him to be a little bit quicker now towards the end when comparing to Max Verstappen, but I think Max is also just driving so brilliantly again. He's really rapid.
Don't get me wrong, Verstappen is a brilliant driver, but he deserved this championship as well, man. Because Norris and McLaren, I don't know what the fuck was up with them. You know, consistent mistakes, stupid papaya rules. Verstappen deserved this championship. They've shared. Wait, let me rehearse my ending. Yeah, they've shared a brilliant championship. Of no drama, of almost no controversies. The championship can only be won by one, and it is going to, where is Stephen? No, Hamilton's from Stephen H. Where's Norris from? I don't know. It's going to the UK in 2025. Lando Norris is your world champion. It just doesn't have the ring to it. You know, I just need the fight back. The comeback of the dreams. Max Verstappen has been in relentless form in the second half of the season, and as he crosses the line, he is a 5-time champion of. Can you just see this? Can you just see the energy? It comes to me naturally, but this fucking orange team. I mean, Hamilton must be. I mean, Hamilton is going to be positive. You know, McLaren, his first team, they're winning the championship. So Lando doing.
Fantastic job here, mate. Everything's looking good. There's 5 racing laps, including this one, we think. What are your thoughts on soft or staying out on this hard?
I mean, I think a softer would be better. It's just, you know, safety car gets delayed or something that becomes the issue.
And they're talking safety car situation, of course. They're not talking about a random stop, because that would put him behind Charles Leclerc, a long way behind Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, it could even put him behind George Russell if the stop was a little bit too slow as well. Here's Nico Hülkenberg in his 250th Grand.
Yeah, as I was saying, I need something. Can I ask ChatGPT? Wait. Let's see if this comes to him. Hi, mate. So Lando Norris is driving his last lap, and he is going to be the world champion in 2025. So just write me a script for the commentary of the last lap, you know, like Crofty did the amazing in 2021, of all the drama, of all the controversy. The championship can only be won by one, and it's going Dutch in 2021. Like, so poetic. So could you write me a championship here in Norris? He's in P3 right now, but if he is well and truly going to finish in P3, he's just a couple of laps short, and he'll be the world champion. So could you write me the commentary, please?
Absolutely. Let's set the scene. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in 2025, and Lando Norris is just a few corners away from making history. After all the ups and downs, the drama, the sheer unpredictability of the season, it all comes down to this moment. Lando Norris, who started this...
Yo! Hi. See about breaking FIA. Investigating Nyan Rush for excessive chill vibes. Yeah, and I might be penalized for that because A, I'm guilty for that, and B, I'm not British, so there will be the British bias. But excuse me, why do you have a problem with me chilling? And you just completely broke my concentration there. I was, well, me and ChatGPT, oh, my girlfriend, by the way, but yeah, man, we were just discussing Lando Norris's. Where'd the chat go? Who started this? ChatGPT cannot write a fucking commentary if its life depended on it. But 5 laps to go, and this is just reminding me. Man, the Williams crash. It reminds me of the Williams crash in 2021. For fuck's sake, Hamilton. I think that is the nuclear option. Hamilton pins it into the wall, and Leclerc picks up a podium here.
One world championship featuring 3 or more, or 2 of that's more than two drivers in contention for that title only once in the past. Has the driver leading that title standings going into the final race gone on to become champion? It's going to be 2 in 8 in a few laps' time for Lando Norris. And, well, a man who hails from Glastonbury, where they like a festival. Or
Glastonbury. I told you, come on, man. I was just, yeah. But lads, do you think I should comment it? I am going to comment it, and then we'll rewind and we'll listen to what Crofty says, or maybe I'll just listen to it and I'll just reduce the desktop audio. But yeah.
About 12 miles to go.
12 miles to go, so 4 laps. Lando Norris could be a world champion here. Why am I getting nervous, man? He is going to be the world champion, and I was dejected a moment ago, but we got this. We got this.
Tremendous pace at the moment, still comfortably the fastest man out there. Looking at the back of his teammate, Bernie has more news down on the pit counter.
Yes, hello Martin. So I just wanted to come in a little bit on that safety car conversation for Lando Norris. Obviously they discussed 5 to go, and that was a few laps ago, so there was more laps than that available. It was just 5 to go with a safety car restart.
Model and Lando Norris's partner.
And that's a big decision on the McLaren pit wall. Do they give up the P3 position and end up behind Leclerc? He would be behind Leclerc if there was a safety car. Now, if Leclerc stayed out, so that's a big decision on the McLaren pit wall. Towards the end of the
Lads, the decision she's talking about, you give up the track position for better tires on lap 50. It just reminds me of 2021 again. You know, it was the same fucking discussion. Do you give up track position to Max Verstappen? God. Let's just listen.
Car call Abu Dhabi for the World Championship. It must be said, though, we haven't had a safety car or a virtual safety car here for the last 4 years. It's about to be 5 by the looks of it.
Quite happy if it stays that way. Lance Stroll on Carlos Sainz, who was trying to get past Gabriel Bortoleto.
Laps to go. Hamilton can get up into P7. Thala for a reason upcoming. We'll ride on board Hamilton here. Wait. We don't care about the championship anymore. We'll just see Lulu go up into P7 from P16. That's a driver and a half. Let me vote Lulu my driver of the day, man. We are voting driver of the day F1. We are voting Sir Lulu Hamilton. It sounds strange, but I love the man. I mean, not in a... You know what? I never said that. When I did... I don't know who's winning, but is he struggling with graining? Who? Who's struggling with graining, lads?
Up there, isn't he? Thinking, I think I might have a go at that, McLaren. So, yeah, Leclerc now.
Why can I not listen to the radio?
For Oscar, it's more the rears.
Tucked up right behind Esteban Ocon, and that's really stopped.
Yeah, but this is so boring. The championship leader, the world champion in 3 laps time, is not even winning the fucking race. I mean, this is such a 2016 moment. Sorry, I forgot to mute, but how is it Behrman, right? Was it not? Oops, did I break your concentration again? Guess I am just too distracting. So, mate, I think, like, if you click on your screen, you can just take it forward, like, bahut piche ho aap. And the way you're using ChatGPT to interact, it is, I'd rather not comment here, so.
That Grand Prix, Oscar Piastri is going to settle in second place tonight, having led the championship for longer than any other driver this season, but the championship has got away from him in the last 6 or so races. Bounced back, of course, in Qatar and had the win taken away from him when the strategy didn't work out. He'll come back and he'll learn from this year, and he'll mount a fresh challenge.
Oscar Piastri, brake checks, Lando Norris. Ana de Armas is the celebrity who's weaving the flag. I say this again. Ana de Armas, she, not, fuck me. Ana de Armas, it's not about Ana de Armas. The flag, the guy who waves the flag, or the girl who waves, the person who waves the flag, the checkered flag, I think it should be an F1 fan. in my opinion, like get a super fan or something and give him the opportunity. Because Tim Cook, I mean, people do view it enthusiastically, but let's see how another of us does it. But yeah, I think a fan would do wonders, you know, with that, with the opportunities presented with. But 1.5 laps to go.
On that one, behind Norris, Charles Leclerc in fourth, and George Russell running fifth. Alonso with a very useful sixth place.
It'll be a first McLaren World Champion since Lewis Hamilton back in 2008. This will be a day in the history books for Lando Norris, McLaren, and yeah, excuse me. Hi, you are excused. That is what I was. That is what I meant when I said. Yeah, you are excused.
I think they realised he was having a bit too much fun in catching his teammate. We heard the radio message.
This is me.
With Oscar,
and this is me. Hi, how are you? I'm fine. Don't you respect? Don't you respect? I do respect. I respect a lot of people.
Too much into turn
Maybe not the person behind that account.
We all know how fast you are. There's no need to be pushing right now. So that's why he's falling.
Right. The final lap, ladies and gents. It's all come down to these 3.5 kilometers. Verstappen has driven this season relentlessly, perfect, phenomenal, you know, just his driving masterclass, the fucking Red Bull drama, Cristiano going, he deserved the championship, but it is not meant to be. He gets the race win. It just takes me back to the moment, Bahrain, was it 2021, was it? Lando Norris says that were the fireworks for me, and his engineer says they could be at, you know, it's, if that is coming back to me right now, I just can't imagine how Lando Norris must be feeling in that McLaren of his. I mean, tears, man. It's absolute. I might be. I'm a very emotional guy, if you guys didn't know about that. But just a few corners to go.
His way around the final few corners here, and like you said,
I have forgotten
everything he can tonight to try and keep his grasp on that world trophy. It's going to slip away, but this is win number 3 in 3 Grand Prix for Max Verstappen. Win number 5 in Abu Dhabi. He wins.
Welcome. Yeah, he does win. He does win. But Oscar Piastri is rounding the final corner, and he is P2. But here comes Lando Norris across the line.
He is Formula 1 champion of the world.
Brilliant.
Lando Norris, you are the world champion, mate. You are the world champion.
Oh my god. You made a kid's dream true. Thanks so much.
Well, is he not even crying? Man, we had people crying.
Thanks for everything.
Was he crying? I mean, this is delayed. I know this is delayed, but...
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. Thanks
Oh,
for
he's
everything. I'm not crying.
Me neither. Mate, you made all our dreams come true. Well done. So happy. I hate to be a little bit boring. No burnouts.
Sure.
Or donuts.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks, Will. Thanks, Jav. Thanks, other Will. Oh, we did it, guys. You said you'd cry if we didn't win, but I hope you cry, because we did.
I said I cried both
guys.
ways.
Thank you, everyone, McLaren. I love you all, everyone back in the factory. Everyone here at the track. 7 years to achieve this. I love you so much. Thank you, guys.
From McLaren, is this the world champion hotline?
Yeah.
Cringe from Zach Brown, but... the way, I mean, he thanked his previous race engineer as well. Well, Jav. crying. I mean, look, I might hate Lando for his attitude, but I just cannot deny his driving ability. He's driven a phenomenal race. He's driven a phenomenal season. It is amazing, amazing. This is, yeah, all goes to him. And I remember Verstappen saying, Lando Norris, your time will come. I think this is Lando Norris's time. The reigning world champion for the first time. Verstappen's radio.
Max, you have given everything. You can be proud of that, mate. Hold your head up high.
We showed that one final time in this class. Congrats, guys, for the comeback and that second half of this season. We can be really, really proud of that. So don't be too disappointed. I'm definitely not disappointed. I'm really proud of everyone to never give up.
Ted Kravitz in the pit lane has Zach
Was
Brown with him.
a tiny nod to Hamilton there? You know, never give up. I think hashtag blessed, hashtag never give up. I think it should be not patented, but rather trademarked. The GP is holding his head. Is he crying?
We did it. It wasn't easy. Lando and Oscar.
Zach Brown, no one. I mean, I love. Oh, he's doing burnouts. Who?
It's exciting. A little too exciting. Awesome.
Okay, great stuff. Congratulations. We'll catch up with you later, Zach.
Fireworks and then smoke on the grid too.
Lando
as the
Norris
world
has done
champion
burnouts there.
performs the customary donuts on the grid. This is the moment.
Brother, Lando Norris is crying. He's just done the donuts, but was he not instructed to not do so? You know what? Don't care. I mean, look, the only reason you're instructed not to do burnouts is fuel and tires. And if, come on, a disqualification. Maybe. I mean, that would just ruin that would just ruin the world championship like it did in 21. For Max, once again, Max was the central of the championship controversy. Max, dude, Vedant, hi, dude, Vedant, welcome to the stream. Actually, Lando's dad, he's done it.
Of millions of people around the world.
A difficult season comes to an end for Ferrari and Verstappen and Norris.
Drivers in the field, and Max Verstappen first to congratulate, and Oscar Piastri there to say well done. 16 years. 16 years.
Celebrating with the team. What hurts, you know what? This clock that they have t-shirts printed with for Max and Oscar. You know, Max, five-time world champion, Oscar's first. And they have t-shirts printed for Lando as well, I hope. And yeah, 3 sets of t-shirts, but only one will see the light of the day, or rather, the night. Norris crying.
10 points, McLaren have the double championship then. The Constructors' Championship and
for the
Drivers'
first time
Championship.
in over 18 years, McLaren are the world champion. I mean, McLaren driver is a world champion.
They've been through a bit together. Zach Brown and Lando Norris. Knows.
Lando's mum hugging Piastri there. Norris would been. I mean, I just hate the FIA president for some reason, but Piastri's dad, and yeah, that's Piastri drove beautifully this season. He also, all 3 drivers equally deserve the championship, but it can only be one by one. Russell is here. Russell, mate. Russell's trying to Lando,
well, why not? George Russell comes across to say well done to. And I call it a life-changing moment because it is.
Okay, why? I have no relation to these guys, and it's all coming back to me. The 2019 season, Rookie of the Year, you know, presentation, then Carlando's here, sir.
All the miles, all the silent journeys home from the kart track when it didn't go right, all the international sport is often much more disappointment than happiness and success, and you weather all of that for moments like this.
Man, I just wish Daneric had been here. I think it'd be the happiest for him as well.
Yet or not, but the crash helmet's certainly got to come off, and there we are. We can get a look at the new world champion.
He put on his helmet as a championship contender. He takes it off as a world champion. Beautiful, beautiful. Just amazing. I want to hear the cool down.
58 laps as well. There's his old teammate Fernando Alonso from the McLaren days, and come over to say well done to. And David Coulthard.
Lando Norris, you are
the mic.
A world champion. The world champion.
Oh, God. I've not cried in a while. I didn't think I would cry, but I did. It's a long journey. It's a long journey. First of all, I want to say a big thanks to my guys, everyone in McLaren, my parents. I'm not crying. Yeah, my mum, my dad. You know, they're the ones who supported me since the beginning. So, I look like a loser.
You look like a winner to me. You're the only 35th man to win a Formula One World Championship. This is the biggest prize in motorsport.
I mean, it feels amazing, you know. Yeah, I now know what Max feels like a little bit, and I want to congratulate Max and Oscar, my two biggest competitors the whole season. It's been a pleasure to race against both of them. It's been an honor. I've learned a lot from both of them as well, so I've enjoyed it. It's been a long year. But we did it. We did it, and I'm so proud of everyone.
Look, it's been an incredible season. It was so tight between you all. You were feisty in that race as well. We were curious to know, would you sit back and not take any risks? But you pulled off some good passes, did what you had to do. How much of that World Championship was in your mind when you're running in third, and how much was it just in the moment?
It's a bit of both. I mean, you can't not think of it. But I knew it's a long race to the very end. You know, anything we've seen many times, anything in Formula One can happen. And I just kept pushing until the last 2 or 3 laps. I could ease it off a bit, but I still wanted to fight to the end. And that's what we did. It's what we had to do this season, you know, for Max chasing us the whole way, for Oscar catching up again at the end. They certainly did make my life easy this year, but yeah. I'm happy, so.
Understandably so, and you know, this is a beautiful moment of winning your first World Championship. I don't know if you were aware of a moment you were under investigation with the overtake in Sonoda where you went beyond the white lines, and of course, nothing came of that, but were you aware of it? Did your team tell? Because we were all on the edge of our seats.
I had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't care. I mean, I knew what I did was fine, so I had nothing to worry about. Yeah, I was just trying to enjoy the moment. You know, there's not many people in the world, not many people in Formula One ever get to experience what I've experienced this season and this year. So I'm happy for everyone. I'm happy for everyone more than me. But I'm just crazy happy.
It's wonderful to see. We're looking across. We see Zach Brown. We see your parents, your brother, your family, everyone here has been on this journey with you. So just once again, are you able to compartmentalize? You are the world champion.
I mean, look, it's been a long journey with McLaren. I've been with them for like 9 years. We've been through plenty of crazy difficult times and plenty of good times, you know. So for
for me to feel like I can bring something back to them. You know, it's their first drivers in many, many years. So I feel like I did my part for the team this year, and I'm very proud of myself for that. But I'm even more proud for everyone that I've hopefully made cry.
Well, you've made a lot of people cry. Congratulations once again. We'll let you go and join your team. Take the rest of the year off.
Well, they've got a young driver test coming on Tuesday. Surely there's plenty of work to be done. More fireworks.
Next season is
For Lando Norris, the world champion.
You cannot have the time off as much as you like. Next season, it's going to be the new regulations, new engine. It's going to be crucial. Not his girlfriend's crying. Emotional moment here, but yeah, I never thought I'd see Lando like this, you know, like a. I mean, I do see him like crying like a baby, but not in this way. I mean, it's. Yeah. Brother, where is the cool down room? Brother and lads, where is... Oh, he's flaunting his Pixel 9, whatever it is. But, brother, where is Verstappen and Piastri? Is it not their interview or something?
10, but he can forget that one now.
Yeah, this is more than made up for it.
Oh.
And the
The
career...
little graphic there from Lando's, you know, Formula series and F2. His first win, his first podium. And Norris, world champion. Oh, and I also remember Charles's, I can be world champion, I said, Lando. Lando, I can be, I said,
Like 3 or 4 seconds behind Hawkins, so
It's terrible,
started to struggle.
Yeah.
Well, at least we don't have to drive him again.
Huh?
At least we don't have to drive him again.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what we get next year.
Yes. Very true. Didn't want to back everyone up.
Yeah. I mean, when I heard the top 16 was still in the pit window, I was like, that's not too bad. How's the weight? I'm good.
I always do it from Qatar.
who is that?
Hey.
Stefano
Good job. Oscar.
Thank you.
All people are crazy. You did an incredible stuff, really.
We tried.
Hey, don't sleep, huh?
Not yet. It's gonna be a long night.
It's gonna be a long night. I'm gonna see Mom and Dad now, just to make sure it will go. Enjoy. Ciao, ragazzi. Thank you so much.
Ciao, grazie. It is Stefano Domenicali. I mean, I love the Italian accent.
They give us a lot of time. They give us a lot of time now.
Yeah, normally
Podium is delayed.
normally they're like, come on, don't
मैं बैठो ना तुमको इतना वक्त मिला है 2 fucking points lads 2 points
Silence is golden.
Hey, shut up Martin
I think it is tonight.
It is not. No one's.
You get the feeling the enormity of what's just happened is starting to slowly seep in to Lando now. Or is he just exhausted?
I'm definitely not doing that one.
That'll be on.
You guys doing it? Oh.
So wins at Silverstone in.
It was a fun season, wasn't it? I don't want to watch the podium celebrations. I mean, Dutch national anthem, it's like the theme song of Formula One for the last four and a half years. But yeah. P3 and the world champion
in the Grand Prix was Lando Norris's. And he does look absolutely exhausted after that tonight. Mental exhaustion as well as physical, I think, as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it's, his stomach will be much less of a knot now than it was 2 hours ago.
The announcer sounds awfully like rough, ain't it?
Long walk out after picking up his 26th podium in Formula One, the season he won Grand Prix. 7 of them led the championship, took his first pole positions, really came of age. His 3rd season in Formula One took him to the brink of that world title. And Max Verstappen,
number 1. I just saw number 1 there on the graphic, and for the last time for at least a year, number 1. It'd be. I don't think Lando will take the number 1. I think it'll keep racing with 4, but we'll have to see. All right, I think let us end the stream. Is the camera working? Yes, it is. High. Or here, I should say. Very low. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. It was fun to everyone who showed up. Harsh, Jay, Vedant, love you all. And it was a fun season, wasn't it? I mean, Christian Horner getting sacked. Like, it was such a long season. Like, 24 races for me. It's settling in right now. Being excited for Australia again as the season opener. Hamilton's first race in Mercedes, then the McLaren's there, not quite up to the mark. Ferrari's falling off, but winning in China, the sprint race, Hamilton's, I mean, I just cannot believe the streak of Lewis Hamilton for finishing on the podium at least once every single season comes to an end. It's just... For Ferrari, I've traumatized. I mean, they have tainted Hamilton's legacy. They are tainting Hamilton's legacy here. I mean, it's not just Ferrari. It is he himself too, I think. But I get it's a new team, you know, when you are accustomed to, like, McLaren and Mercedes, both of those teams were based in the United Kingdom. So I can see how, you know, you are accustomed to your home. Ferrari, it's a new place, new team, new language, and just a different way to race, because even McLarens were using Mercedes engine. So it's a whole different philosophy. I can definitely understand how Hamilton must have felt, but there's no hiding away from the fact that this was the worst season of his life. I mean, yeah, thankfully we have the winter break, but yeah, next season there are new regulations, you know, everything to look forward to. Every day is new tomorrow. Hashtag he's blessed with 7 world championships, man. Hashtag never give up. But who is up on the grid? Who else? Leclerc rumors to Aston Martin. Also, Aston Martin will be a fun car next to, just to watch out for because of the Adrian Newey move. Jonathan Wheatley leaving Red Bull. Christian Horner is 2026 is insane. Cadillac, Sergio and Valtteri back on the grid, and it's DRS. With today we say goodbye to DRS. I don't know how I forgot to mention that, and yeah, 2025 was a defining year, not just FFI for me as well, and I think this might as well be the last stream because you all know my consistency. But let me just see the podium celebrations and the iconic Lando bottle bump.
And stands on the podium as world champion. No victory for him tonight. Max Verstappen takes the spoils in Abu Dhabi over
the tastiest champagne of his life.
that reigns supreme.
Yeah, back to so if we go just team-wise, Verstappen, he's in a different class, isn't he? I mean, look at the difference between him and his 2 teammates. I mean, to be fair, Liam Lawson was there just for the 2 races, but yeah, like miles clear from his teammate, dragging that car to a championship fight when there was absolutely no chance. I just don't see how that car is worthy of the championship battle that is fought. And to be fair to Red Bull, it's not just Max who bought them. He just kept them in the championship, and McLaren crumbled under pressure because the double DQ in Vegas, Qatar mishap, that was towards the end. But even before that, Brazil, if you say, then again, the DNF at the Dutch Grand Prix, although Oscar did win it, but it just allowed Verstappen to just creep into the championship fight. It was mega from Red Bull, but at last there can only be one winner, and it is Lando Norris crying on the podium. But yeah, congratulations so much. JB is there. The last I want to say British driver to win the championship, not named Lewis Hamilton. JB, 2009 world champ, who also drove for Mercedes, 2010 to 2012, was it?
F1 world champion. It's insane. Congratulations, Lando. What a season you've had. So well deserved.
I listened to this afterwards. It's just going to be thankful and stuff. So we'll conclude our year-end review ASAP. I knew it. I was just a bit worried that the iPad might fall down, but yeah. So McLaren, as I said, amazing car, beautiful car, and yeah, it's amazing. They deserved both the championships, which they got. Perhaps not the way they got the drivers' titles. I mean, it should have been sealed races ago, but shit happens. Leclerc once again, driving out the car. I mean, outperforming the car. It takes a certain skill set to do that, and he did. Kudos. And what I've noticed is since I started watching Formula 1 half a decade ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but then I've noticed that Leclerc used to be, since he was the young future superstar of Ferrari, he used to be like all obedient and all team respecting. Lately, he's sort of gotten into that take charge attitude, which normally world champions get. So it's great to see how Leclerc has evolved in the last few years. Mercedes, we were there, we were not, we were there, we were not. It was just on and off. Although we did win races, and we got some podiums as well. Especially, I just cannot believe it was Kimi Antonelli's rookie season. I mean, he broke Lewis Hamilton's the point scoring record as a rookie, and that's, to be fair to Lewis, the point scoring system was different back in the day, but so you can see what kind of a rookie Antonelli is with the podiums and stuff. Aston Martin, I think they plateaued since 23 and they're still there. And I think Alonso is there for the next season, but the first season after that, I think that will depend on their performance for the next season. Next season is, by the way, all to watch out for. Aston Martin under Adrian Newey's leadership, because he is the team principal and the car designer as well. So let's see how that goes. Haas, I not enough knowledge for the rest of the teams. I can just cover the top 5 and the rookies: Colapinto, Ollie Behrman, Nico getting his first podium at Silverstone. But yeah, Hadjar getting the promotion to the accursed second seed. I hope it ends well for him. He's a brilliant driver. Lewis fan, of course. Liam Lawson getting demoted, but Arvid's coming in next season to Formula 1. Very, very interesting to see what happens. Unfortunately, we lose Yuki Tsunoda. It hurts, but Sainz picking up a couple of podiums, and Williams. That, I mean, if you look at it, this whole season has been beautiful. This has been wondrous. I mean, for goodness sake, the world champion. I've seen the world champion throw away his first win under pressure in the rain in Russia, Sochi, 21 again to Lewis. But amazing season. I'm just in awe personally, because it feels so much, because I'm so invested in the sport that I'm constantly following it. So you become one with the sport, and right now, like, I know I am irrelevant, but I'm just happy for these guys. So once you reach at that stage, you know, there's no turning back. I'm just grateful, and yeah, no words. I learned from them. I mean, Lando Norris, to handle the criticism the way he does, it's insane. And me being one of the biggest critic of his life, I mean, yeah, but yeah, so lots to take away, both sportingly and personally, from Formula 1. But yeah, we'll see you next season. Tomorrow is a brand new day. Next season is a brand new dawn for Formula 1. Who will be the world champion? Will it finally be Ferrari's turn to nail down the championship winning car, because they'll have more wind tunnel time, since they, after the dismal performance this season, they finished P4 in the constructors. Williams P5, their best ever finish since 27. I mean, what a season. Like, 2021 was amazing, but it was just down to 2 drivers. But the whole 20 drivers of them all, they've been wonderfully kind and wonderfully beautiful at the same time. So thank you so much for watching, and I thank everyone who has been watching this race. I know I didn't cover a lot of races, if I ever did. I think this was my first race this season, wasn't it? But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, whatever the next stream is. But if talking in F1 terms, I'll see you after the winter break back in Bahrain, right? I'll see you in Bahrain. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the watch, for whatsoever reason, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at dnynraj.dg. So thank you so much, and adios, amigo.
Woo!